stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good evening. Internet's running a little slow. Go there. I know I wasn't supposed to. My mom will probably yell at me. That's all right. I can't help it. It's not going to be too awfully long, though. It's just I need to do stuff. And we're actually going to be talking from the Daily Reflections today, and we're going to read about the circle and the triangle. I'm going to go ahead and read what it says here, and then I'm going to get into the book. Let's do some quick introductions. I'm Dion. Welcome. Daily Trudge. I wasn't supposed to trudge today. Couldn't help. I almost made it. And I cannot handle this virtual background. So, all right, I'm just going to change it back. And you shouldn't be texting and driving, young lady. That's my wife. In case you don't know, it's got the Miller there. Yeah, that's my wife right there. I told you I get yelled at, but I said I was going to be by my mom. When I am in pain, this is the wrong one. Early in AA life, I became employed in its services. I was trying to go for a certain lighting, but now I can't read. So, all right. I became employed in its services, and I found that the explanation of our society logo to be very appropriate. First, a circle of love and service with a well-balanced triangle inside. Then the base of which represents our recovery through 12 steps. Then the other two sides represent unity and service respectively. The three sides of the triangle are equal. As I grew in AA, I soon identified with the symbol. I am the circle, and the sides of the triangle represent three aspects of my personality: physical, emotional, sanity, and spirituality. The latter forming the symbol's base. Taken all together, these three aspects of my personality translate into a sober and happy life. It's kind of a neat way to look at it. Saying you're the circle is playing God, though. Because let's find out what the circle is about and what it represents. We already kind of know the triangle. Okay. Now the coin comes in a circle. There's our circle. Okay. So now I'm going to go to AA Comes of Age. I'm going to read page 139. I'm going to not do not a lot. Looks like more people on here than I thought. Hi, Ingrid, Gary, Patricia, Babe. I think that I got a hi everyone that's watching and listening. That's probably Gary then, because Patricia doesn't do it that way. All right. Excuse me. Service, the third legacy. We are gathered here for the final hours of AA's 20th anniversary celebration. Above us floats a banner on which is inscribed the new symbol for AA, a circle enclosing a triangle. The triangle stands for the whole world of AA. Try. The circle stands for the whole world of AA. Everybody. It means I have friends everywhere. It means I can go almost anywhere in this world, say Bill W, and somebody will know what I'm talking about. Okay? But it's more than that. And the triangle stands for AA's three legacies: recovery, unity, and service. Within our wonderful new world, we have found freedom from our fatal obsession. That we have chosen this particular symbol is perhaps no accident. Listen to this next part. The priests and seers of antiquity regarded the circle enclosing the triangle as a mean of warding off spirits of evil. What else do we call alcohol? Spirits. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty. Is it coincidence? I don't know, but I'm going to take it as a God shot, right? So the circle is to ward up. That's why we hold it. That those chips fucking mean something. They do. Yeah, we call it booze too. Okay, quit being silly. I know who you are, Facebook user. But yeah, sometimes we call them spirits. I just thought that was a cool connect. You don't have to, but I mean, okay. And the AA circle and triangle recovery unity certainly meant all of that to us and much more. On our first evening together here in St. Louis, we looked at the base of our triangle. They're gonna get into the first legacy. And that's not what I was doing. I wanted to describe the circles. Now we have some definitions on what the circle is about. That's a great question. Which Facebook user? Yeah, and the circle has no end and can't be broken. Another great point. I'm sure we're going to have more of them, right? So then we have our triangle, right? So, I've got a tripod right over here, right? It's 3 legs. There you go. A lot of people, guys carry them in their wallet. I keep mine in my left-hand pocket. That's where I put mine. Let's talk about the 3. Let's talk about the triangle real quick and the 3 concepts. Okay. So the first one's recovery. Okay. So let's talk about recovery. So recovery is 12 steps. Okay. And at the very end of those steps, what they talk about is principles. We practice these principles next to my water. That's a great place for it. It just needs to be there to remind you of what you're doing. And it has so much. And there's a rule with it. If you really want to drink, you take the chip, put it in your mouth, and once it melts, you can have a drink. They're not made of chocolate, my friends. So that's the trick. Did somebody actually do it? I don't know, but it's stopped a lot of people. Because you look at your chip and it's like, man, this is a 3-year chip. I don't really want to do I want to give up 3 years? Probably not. I should probably get my butt back there. I better go give AA a try again. See? It's also a reminder. It's a reminder. But that part, so this is kind of where I come to, and I don't think it's confusing, but sometimes I don't do the best job telling it. So the 12th step is about sponsorship. Right? Step 12 is about sponsorship. Okay. It does not, in my opinion, and this is how I work it, sponsoring, it does not fall under my service work. It falls under recovery. It is the 12th step. service work is different. I'm doing service work right now. You're doing service right now just by listening and participating, especially that Facebook user. You are supposed to carry it around everywhere you go unless you are in OA. Yeah, then you probably don't want to put it in your mouth. Wait, that work a lot different, wouldn't it? It's funny. Right? So service work is chairing a meeting, co-hosting with meetings, helping your elderly lady bring in her groceries. Service work, right? Well, if they were made out of chocolate, nobody in OA would make it. Right? If they were made out of tequila shots, we wouldn't make it. So it is nice. I mean, we're sitting here on a Saturday night making jokes about ourselves. I think that's pretty cool. Who else does that shit besides us? So unity. That's the 12 traditions. 12 traditions of their unity. And I'm going to once again go tradition 12, where it states, I want to read the whole thing. I don't have it memorized. Believe it or not, I don't have that one memorized. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all of our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. What did step 12 say something about principles too? Oh, the principles. So we're going to use these same principles in the same order for the traditions, but this time we're going to use them a little different. See, in recovery portion, we're using it to not kill ourselves anymore. The unity one teaches you how not to kill each other. Right? It's not a joke. I just did a group conscious. I was ready, and it was low key. I was ready to pop everybody's head off. I just didn't feel like solving problems today. Just don't want it. Right? So what happens if we don't do service work? It's a third. It's one of your 3 legs on your tripod. Well, here, let's grab my tripod. Let's see what happens. All right, so I got this tripod. Right? And let's say I'm skirking on my service here, right? Let's see what happens. What's going to happen is that leg is going to start to go down. Okay. And now I can't stand. I'm going to fall over. It cannot hold this way. There's nothing I can do. Okay. It's not going to hold up with 2 legs. Right. And if you let one of those legs go, you're going to fall on your butt. Oh, good stuff. Go get them. Go get them. So, and in the reading it said, so just like everything else, it's about balance. It's about balance. So what does this mean? Dion, how am I going to cover? Okay. You go to meetings. You have a sponsor doing the work. There's your recovery. And you're sponsoring people. There's your recovery. Service work, I host 2 meetings a week. I'm the secretary in my group. There's your service work. And it's part of your unity. It's part of your unity. Okay? You can do service work out of unity. Tradition 8 creates service work. Go read it. It's about creating service work. That's what we do. Okay. What's the best way for unity? Go to your group conscience. This is the best way. Okay? You have a vote on everything that happens in AA. Everything. As long as your GSR is going to the meetings, come back with it. See, my home group, nobody's doing that. I'm getting a little. But at the same time, I don't want to be a GSR and go to the meetings either. So I don't really want to bring it up because then they're going to be like, well, do you want to do it? And I'm going to be like, no, I don't. But somebody else can. So, yeah, and, just like everything else in life, it's about balance. Right? But now that you're a little bit more aware of them, then your intentions will change a little bit. You'll probably find yourself maybe focusing on, oh, you know what? Yeah, I have my sponsees, but am I doing service work? Right? I really want you to think on that, whether sponsorship is service work or is it the 12th step? Okay. I think that choice is really going to be up to you. I really do. And if you came to me and said, yeah, I'm going to try to, I probably would not argue with you on it because it feels I feel like that route feels personal, which means it could be quite different for you. But that's the other reason why I do this, because if you have a different experience than me, and a lot of people do it all the time, which I appreciate. I do, more than you know, because I go through a lot of do I intimidate people? And it's just when somebody brings it up, because somebody told me the other day, Dion, come up kind of, you're a little intimidating when your passion starts. And thinking, well, I don't feel like I am. Right? And they weren't cutting me down or calling me names. That wasn't it. I was asking for advice. So, and I don't expect anybody to answer here, but feel free to send me text messages. Let me know if Dion is intimidating, or if there's something I can do to be more approachable, or maybe you think I'm fine the way I am. That's good too. But I'm gonna kind of need some honest answers. So, and I'm asking for it. So go for it. All right. I love you all. Peace out. And okay, so tomorrow I'm going to try and get up for the game. It's at 11 o'clock. Okay. But it's going to be the worst game ever. It's the Broncos and the Bears. Okay, that's it. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. I love you. I love you all. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.